Hello everyone, this is Honor Panda from the Mobile Legends Discord server, and today I will be doing a post-mortem analysis on one of the games I've played recently, which I have recorded on July 26, 2021. So for this patch I am using Brown Scale Free because it is useful early game and late game no matter how lucky you are. If you wonder why there's not a lot of Mythic players in this game, it's because people are still climbing the ladder. Aldous round 0, best pick because Los Pecados, obvious choice. If you can't pick Aldous, then you'll pick Esmeralda in order to just maybe get superhero early game. There are a few key ideas in the strategy. First is that you want Lila and you want her to be placed far from your other heroes on the board. This is just in case that the opponent has Flicker battle spell equipped on one of their heroes, so that if they flicker in, they will not flicker too close to Lila. Lila deals double her basic attack damage with her skill, so if she attacks from range, so she doesn't want any enemy hero to be close to her. And since I'm using Brown as free, you would want to give Inspire or Purify to Lila, and you want to enhance the item. Enhancing that battle spell will give bonus physical attack, which is really helpful for Lila early game. So usually for the synergies, I'd build something like Abyss, Los Pecados, Wrestler, and Gunner. Abyss is really useful for all the lineups, early game to late game. Abyss synergy is somewhat useful this patch since it provides attack speed to all the heroes in the lineup. Los Pecados synergy is useful as always in the early game because it provides extra gold, allows you to out-farm your opponent, allows you to level up quicker, get the heroes you want, allows you to refresh more. Wrestler is easy to build, he only requires 2 heroes, and D-Ruff is a really strong hero early game. He has healing, and in the case of Gunner synergy, it will allow Lila to deal triple her damage early game, which is already buffed by Brown skill free, and therefore it's gonna be a lot easier for Lila to get the last hit on the enemy heroes and to get the extra gold from Los Pecados synergy. As for the people that did not pay attention, I made the mistake of not re-equipping the Inspire battle spell to the 2-star Lila that's on the board. After checking what my opponents were building, it was clear that 3 of them were trying to build into superheroes. So superhero is definitely not a great lineup choice in this game. The person that had no heroes on the board for a moment was building Los Picados and Gunner, which I have no idea why they had no heroes on the board since Los Picados is just good for the extra gold. And I have no idea what the others were building. Probably nothing serious. Well, one of them have Venom, but it's not used commonly in this patch. I took the only equipment available to me. Here I was checking how many blessed heroes my opponents have. My blessing chance would have increased to 54% if they had 4 blessed heroes in total. Here I leveled up to level 5 and I placed the 2-star Lila, the second 2-star Lila on the board, therefore increasing the chance I trigger Los Pecados synergy during battle. However, I made the mistake of forgetting to re-equip Has Claw to the second 2-star Lila. So I leveled up to level 6 here, and I added Roger for 2 Gunner. So usually I don't upgrade too many heroes early game, as I prefer to reach level 7 or 8 so that I have a better chance of finding Claude for 4 Los Pecados, so that I get a lot of gold. And also I'm waiting for my blessing chance to increase so that I can give the blessing to a better hero, like Zilong or Tammuz, or maybe even Argus. So I took Hellcrit Curse in this position. I believe that it would have helped me later on to combat 3-star heroes. Gold, Rose Gold Meter would have been fine if there was a lot of mages because it provides a bit of magic defense for one hero, and I couldn't pick Lightning because I wasn't using a lot of magic heroes at the moment. So I leveled up to 7 and placed the second Aldous on the board, meaning I'll have slightly higher chance of getting Los Pecados gold, and I have an extra wrestler providing some stun. At this moment, I checked my opponents and saw that the Gunner Los Pecados lineup had 4 Los Pecados, so they were pretty lucky to get it somewhat early in the game. The Connie opponent, the Grandmaster rank person, has no interest and their lineup was pretty weak, so they are expected to die pretty early in the game. And there's one person who's currently AFK, so they would probably die first. So over here, I was checking how quickly the Rhea skill 1 superhero opponent would 3-star a hero. They were pretty lucky to get a lot of faction blessing early so they could use their commander skill and clone the heroes and get more 3-stars. Over here, I saw that the superhero lineup that I was checking earlier managed to get 4 blessings, which is very lucky from them once again. Their blessing chance would have been around 5% at that moment, the chance of getting the 4th blessed hero. The Eva skill 1 opponent I was facing is probably also going to die relatively early in the game. They gave up their 20 gold interest and is still level 6 and building a very uncommon but inefficient lineup of Assassin and Venom. At this moment, I think I picked Blade of Despair because I didn't want my opponent to have it. I could have picked Claude just to get 4 Los Pecados, which would have been perfectly fine. So I was pretty lucky to get Claude here, leveled up to 8 and got 4 Los Pecados on the board. And I also got free Weapon Master, replaced D-Ruff for Samus. I gave Hellcurt Curse that's enhanced to Roger because Roger is currently slightly stronger. Wrestler synergy is gone and I got 2 Gunner. You can see in the shop that I have 108% blessing chance right now. And that is because I have no blessed heroes at all, while my opponents have a lot of blessed heroes. You could see that I skipped some heroes from upgrading them, and that is because the moment I upgrade them, they'll have the blessing and my blessing chance will decrease. I wanted to give it to someone that I know I will use it immediately on the board and that I could sell it later on so that my blessing chance increases back again. If I gave the blessing to someone like Freya, I could have had the Northern Veil blessing, which would have been a bit more useless for my late game lineup. In the case of round 1, if I upgraded her, I could have gotten Archer blessing, which would have been useless since I'm not playing Archer. I would need the Archer crystal to make use of it. So during monster round is one of the best moment if you want to transition into a early mid game lineup into a late game lineup because you're not scared of dying to the monster. Right here, I sold some Los Pecados in order to start the transition. Although I'm keeping 4 Los Pecados for the gold, at least 4. I got a bit lucky with the 1-1 blessing. And since I had 5 Los Pecados, I can sell the Aldous and I can add Northern Vel into the lineup. This moment I wanted to give the blessing to Zilong, but I failed to get the blessing on Zilong and got it on Wawa. And now I ended up with Wawa having two blessing. Bad news here is that it will be harder to complete the late game lineup. But the good news here is that I believe that no one else was playing 1-1, so I would be expected to freestar her at some point during the late game. Also, I made the mistake of not re-equipping Hasclaw to Zilong in time. There's no need to rush at this moment. Level 8 is perfectly fine for searching for Wang Wang and Freya. And yes, Zilong is very tanky with Hasclaw as you see here.
Oh, did I hurt you?
No, Ria, you didn't hurt me yet. Now I'm hurt. Very hurt. Claude was getting murdered very quickly by superheroes, so I should give the items he have to Wawa. Gave Blade of Despair to Link because his skill damage increases by a lot for every additional physical attack boost. Later on, I could sell Claude and sell Lila for 6 Weapon Master, and by selling Claude, I could increase the blessing chance when I upgrade Famous or Zilong.
Forget I have foreseen your fate.
Dominance Ice OP. Zilong's my tank, so I give it to him. Gave the items to the correct Zilong. And at this moment, I should have been completely winning. Position-wise, you can see that Franco hooked a hero into Freya's AoE damage and into Aurora's AoE damage. The lineup I was most scared about during this game was Superhero plus Mage, because if they stacked enough magic damage and mage item on Esmeralda, she can potentially one-shot most of my heroes and steal all the Cadia shields around her. Luckily, my opponent did not have the skill level to switch into that lineup from superhero swordsman to superhero mage. I honestly wasn't expecting to lose against Weapon Master and 4 Abyss, because Cadia Synergy has good matchup against it. For some reason, they decided to take Cloud Theft Device instead of Dominance Ice, and Cloud Theft Device is not as great late game than early game. If I didn't use Mirror Cube on Wan Wan earlier during the game, I would have had Freestar Ling with Double Blessing or Freestar Zilong. The game could have been a bit smoother if I got Starfall Blade or if I got Cadia Crystal during Monster Round. The Weapon Master opponent would have had slightly better chances if they replaced Lila for Gatot or Tigreal. Can't say that I played very well, but if you want to copy this strategy, good luck. I know that there's a lot of Mythic players that fail to do so. I hope you got something out of it, and see you next time.